The secret, the law of attraction. It is a secret, but why is it a secret? The answer to that you will find out right here, right now. Titus James, always motivating. The secret behind the law of attraction. I remember meeting a man when my dear mom was in hospital. His room was actually next door to my mom's. I was there one day and I was walking past the room and he called out to me. His door was open, so I went in. He said, "I always see you smiling. Don't stop no matter what happens. Shows that you care about how you feel." Now, why did he say that to me? I asked him and he explained that he'd spent his whole life chasing money and had got a lot of it. And he was now in the same position as somebody without money. I didn't understand what he meant, really, because, as you know, your emotions are in a different place in a hospital because health is wealth. But he explained further that he had used all of his time to chase and make money. And he never really used any of his time to make friends, to make happy times, happy memories. And that I should make sure I do that. This law of attraction thing is so popular now. So many people talk of how to use it to get rich, thin, healthy, or get so much more than you have now. The Secret movie, the film, it reinformed the world of the existence of this power of thinking and how it affects creation in, both non-physical and physical forms. Not much has changed, though. This ancient knowledge that ancient people understood, I really believe they used it much better than we do. Why? Because we don't really understand it, and we're not taught about it on the level that we would understand it well and actually understand how to use it and why we should use it. There's no mystical stuff about it to me. Nothing too deep or hard to understand. This is the simplest explanation and guide to the law of attraction that I can think of. If you're fully aware of the law of attraction and how it's always working, then you can actually keep doing what you're doing or change. Trust me, this is your moment to see the light and make your life greater through the law of attraction. What do you really know about it, this law of attraction thing? Ancient tales speak of its power and how it was used. It has many names. Where I come from, it's been called kanako. And that kind of means shorten the distance. When you have an aim or an ambition, you can shorten the distance or the journey between the time when you first think of it and when it becomes a physical reality by how much you think of it and how you think of it. There's an element of faith involved. Total faith, that is, no doubts whatsoever. These are the elements of kanako. These are the elements of the practice of the law of attraction. Think it, faithfully believe it, and accept that it's going to happen before it does. It's simply this. You think about something. If the thought is important to you, it will stay in your mind. You actively keep it there by continuing thinking about it. Your mind makes it real. Leave the outside effect that the law of attraction controls in making your thoughts part of your physical reality to something that you don't need to explain. This instantly happens. It becomes part of your internal reality as soon as you think of something and keep thinking of it. Now, those thoughts produce feelings. Feeling is the key to the law of attraction. It's like the emotional communication with whatever there is out there that's going to attract things to you. So really, it's not just about your thinking. It's also about how you feel based on your thoughts. If we look at it this way, a great example. Some cars have smaller engines than others. Some accelerate to 60 faster than others. Your thoughts act in the same way. They become real in your mind faster if you think about them more and put more emotion into the thought. You get instant feelings from your thoughts. For whatever reason, you either allow yourself to think good and see good things as being possible, or you don't. Whatever you do, your thoughts become real instantly in your mind. So here's what I think you should do to get in line with the law of attraction and really understand it and start to make it work in the way that you want it to. Number one, accept that the law is working for you in all that you think and do. It's just how it happens. You think something and it has already happened. Number two, the instant immediate effect of the law of attraction happens in your mind first. Again, that's just what it does. How can you prove this for yourself? Look to how you feel. Think a good thought and pay attention to how you feel. Then think a bad thought and see how that makes you feel. No one can really avoid this truth. It's just how it is. Number three, accept the truth is that you don't take conscious control of your thoughts. You cannot control what you attract through the law of attraction. You need to put effort into this, time into this, so that you learn how to control your mind. Based on what you think and believe now, it's either going to be easier or harder to do. But it is still what you need to do to take a fuller, more conscious control on what the law of attraction is doing for you in your life based on what you think. Number four, bad thoughts build your fears. Good thoughts build your confidence. So a mind that's filled with good thoughts will be happier and it will attract more happiness. A mind filled with bad thoughts will be fearful and sadness will grow. Choose a side. You know which one is better. Don't blame those who choose good because you refuse to do it, because you can choose good too. Number five, the big one. Everything happens in the here and now. It is always now. It's about what you think and how you feel right here and now. A good thought now will produce a good feeling that will last into the moments that follow now. Bad thoughts will carry bad into the moments that follow now. So do whatever it takes to have now moments that are filled with good thoughts, producing good feelings. And if you can't do that, don't think anything. Whatever you do, stop thinking a bad thought in your now moments, because you're going to produce bad in your future moments. This is how you control what you give to the law of attraction forces outside of you. And it's also how you create the best within you. Remember, your response is yours. No matter what happens, you can choose your response. You can base your choice on good or bad thoughts. Do it before it's too late. Eventually you'll realize that all you ever really had is your ability to choose what you think and how you react to whatever happens in your world. The law of attraction is there for you, but it cannot push you in a direction. You have to push yourself. So think a good thought, allow good to come to you. The more you do it, the more you'll expect it and believe in it. And then there are no limits. Titus James, always motivating.